Hello gamers, and welcome back to the 6th devlog for my game, Castles of the Kalku. And I know what you're thinking. Is that really the font that you're going to be using for the title screen of your game? No. Absolutely not. I'll get some kind of artist to do it later, because I'm certainly not one of those. Anyway, as you'll notice, the level select and save slot buttons do not work, and that's because I only have about 50% of the save system done, so it's not... We'll do that later. And also I have only like one of the 18 levels done, so we'll also do that at least when there's 2 levels, when I have something to, test it out with. But the options menu does take you straight into the, actually I think I explained this in devlog number 5, never mind. The quit button also works, but we're not going to hit the quit button because we're going to start resuming the game. Give it a second. Hooray! Alright, first things first, I've pretty much doubled the complexity and obtuse design since the last devlog, so to help with that I have created... This is the cutscene audio test. Let's see if we can switch audio clips properly. And since 3 makes a pattern, let's see if we can do it one more time. Yes, very cool. This will let me partake in the age-old design tradition of telling the player exactly what to do because, well, it's going to be really hard for them to learn about the game unless I very expressly tell the player how the game works. How this works on the hood is there's actually 3 different modes the player can be in. So there's neutral mode, which there's like an invisible box right here that turns the player into neutral mode. Dialogue mode over here, and then we'll quickly show there is now also clank mode, which makes these cards appear in the place of the dialogue box, and this will be explained. I didn't explain it last time, and I'm not going to explain it this time because it's still like only 80% done. And yes, I did actually try to start making a tutorial for the game, but the reason that I stopped as well... This is the statue of the Druid King who lives in the Wenu Mapu. Yeah, I'm not a voice actor, and I'm going to have to work on that or work with someone that... But, yeah. I actually went ahead and decided to finish that 4th spell from the last devlog that was incomplete. Yeah, now... It's not actually called Asked for complicated reasons. The card says Asked, but this card art is like really old, like 5 years old, so don't worry about why it's so old. Anyway, when you use the spell, you will just have a bird that shoots straight towards the crosshair, and you can pilot it around like that, and it'll trace its path in reverse, as you can see when you stop using it. So, but this bird really shows off my design philosophy of this game, I think, because it combos together with a lot of different spells. Like, for example, when you shoot it with Tirar Malas, you can reflect like that game Ultra Kill, the marksman from Ultra Kill. It's the marks guy from Ultra Kill. Oh my god, guys, the independent game developer mentioned Ultra Kill. What a hack! Anyway, you can also, if we go back to we'll edit this part out. You can also, for example, see if I use force grab, I wanna grab these cool looking objects up here, but I can't do it. I can't use force grab through walls. So what am I gonna do? I'm just gonna... I freaking missed. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so you can use it to grab objects as well, and then yeah, it'll carry them back, because that's a cool interactivity thing. And then the final thing that I have implemented for now, but it's going to combo together with other spells trust, is that when it returns, if I can hit it, if I can do it right, hold on. Yes, you can parry the bird as well and turn it into a projectile with the parry. That's cool, right? So yeah, that's the bird spell. It does cool things when it does cool. And yes, if you time it correctly, you can absolutely instantly parry the bird when it comes out. Yes. Yeah, like that. Ooh, I'm not good at this, but I'm kind of getting at this. Why isn't it? Yeah, okay. Oh, right, because I don't have a charge. That's why I can. So yeah, if your bird is deployed, you can't bring out another one, and when you parry it, your bird is still deployed, so you can't. You have to wait for your bird to stop being alive for you to use it again. Yeah, it kind of threw me off there a little bit. Also, the bird just stays on the crosshair when you deploy it, so you can just hold it in front of you and then parry it that way. I don't know why I was being so dumb about it before. Alright, now I have to explain the energy system, which, oh boy. So now every object in the game, like this lovely pot right here, can be broken with your parry, and it will turn into energy. There's 3 different kinds of energy right now. There's blue energy, red energy, and green energy. And I can customly set in the editor what energy, how much energy comes out of a thing when I hit it. Like, for example, this will give me 2 red, 2 blue, and 2 green when I destroy it. Yeah. And all of these objects over here give different values of stuff. So this gives, looks like 2 of each again. This one up here gives me just red. This one gives me just blue. And then these 2 will give me just green. And yeah, these energies are going to be spent on soul cards, which are actually part of the Clank system. So you're going to be able to buy and craft and produce and create cards that will be played during Clank mode, to be developed in the future. And then finally, I did just a whole bunch of mundane, like, quality of life stuff. For example, you can now do frame perfect pairing by just holding the parry button down. It's also called input buffering, or that's what I was trying to do, and then that happened by accident. Also, the parry does a multi-box overlap now, so it stops having weird priority issues when you're hitting multiple things that can be parried. And I just did a whole bunch of stuff like that, you know. Made sure the hand glow works. The cursor now changes with the spells you have equipped. I also did a whole bunch of other particle system stuff to, you know, look nice, although who freaking cares, alright? That's my cool game. Alright guys, I'm done making the video. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and this game's gonna probably make me like $1 billion because I'm such a cool, freaking stupid game developer.